This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The American Cancer Society has a new home in the city of Hazleton. We'll take you inside the new location. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI on this Friday evening. I'm Lisa Sugart, sitting in for Ken Cara. A local business will host a musical event to benefit a Hazleton man recovering from a terrible attack. Action Real Estate of Hazleton will hold the fundraiser to benefit A.J. Gorel. Gorel is still recovering after police found him badly beaten near North Locust and West 5th Street in Hazleton early on March 10th of 2013. Two men were recently charged in that attack. The benefit will feature the Monsters of Rock 80 show along with North of 40 and a special guest to be announced. The concert takes place Friday, October 17th from 6 till 8 p.m. at Janetti's Ballroom on Route 309 in Hazel Township. The donation is $20. A limited number of tickets will be sold. For information on sponsorships and to purchase tickets online, go to actionrealestate.biz or you can email vic@actionrealestate.biz. Well, today marks 2 weeks since State Police Corporal Brian Dixon was shot and killed and Trooper Alex Douglas was seriously wounded in what officials have called an ambush at the State Police Barracks in Blooming Grove in Monroe County. And 31-year-old Eric Frayne remains at the center of the search by federal, state, and local law enforcement officials. I spoke with Pennsylvania State Senator John Udechak about the impact of this search on the state police.
Well, certainly my heart and sympathies go out to the family, the extended family of the Pennsylvania State Police, and of course the individual families that are involved. A terrible, terrible tragedy that has befallen one of our brave troopers. And it reminds us of the difficult and tough job that they do every day and how much they need the community's support in doing that job. I'm one member of, joined with Senator John Rafferty, who's a former member of the Attorney General's office, and we formed a law enforcement caucus a few years ago to try to raise awareness that, unfortunately, it is in these times of tragedies that folks recognize how difficult the job is of the Pennsylvania State Police or our local police department. So we want to make sure not only are they getting our emotional support, they're also getting the resources they need to do the job. And I pray that justice is served. I pray that the families of Monroe, Pike, and northeastern Pennsylvania are protected as this manhunt continues, and I hope it ends. I hope it ends quickly, and justice is done on behalf of the Pennsylvania State Police family.
Do you think you see any changes coming down the pike? I mean, I know this couldn't be planned. You couldn't expect this, but do you see anything that should be done differently to protect our state police?
I'm sure they'll examine the security measures at our state police barracks. That will be done. I'm certain of that Commissioner Noonan will take that task up. We'll work with the Pennsylvania State Police, the state legislature, and the state police will work and see whether there's measures. I mean, we've also had horrible instances where in the settings of local government in Monroe County, a terrible tragedy where a shooter came in. We have to recognize that when you're in a public role, whether that's as a public official, as a member of the police department, the fire department, there are certain dangers inherent in that public role. And so I'm going to work with my colleagues like Senator Rafferty and the Law Enforcement Caucus and others to say, what can we do to make sure that the bravest among us are safe when they're doing their job, as safe as they can be.
Now, Frayne remains on the FBI's 10 most wanted list with a total reward of $175,000 being offered. In other news tonight, Hazleton police have released surveillance photos from an armed robbery at a convenience store earlier this week. These are photos from the Heights Easy Shop, 418 South Poplar Street in the city. The armed robbery happened just after 9 p.m. Monday night. If anyone recognizes the suspects in the photos or knows anything about the incident, they're asked to contact Hazleton Police at 459-4954 or dial 911. All information will be kept in the strictest confidence. Hazleton voters will not get their say on a proposed police tax just yet. While Hazleton City Council voted Tuesday to authorize the city to place a police protection tax referendum on the next available ballot, Mayor Joe Iannuzzi tells us he has learned the question will not appear on the upcoming November election ballot.
What happened was after they passed it, the next day I picked it up, got an official resolution, ran up to the election bureau and told them. And when they opened up the referendum, there were several different referendums that you could put on, but nothing about police. So they had to research it. But the problem we were facing was they had just preliminarily passed their ballot, and it was into the printer. So anyway, they polled the board. They got 5 people to respond, 4 people to respond out of 5, and those 4 people said it's too late.
Voters will not see the police tax referendum on the upcoming ballot this November. The American Cancer Society has a new home in Hazleton. FYI stopped by the new center to talk with officials about what this latest move will mean for the people of the greater Hazleton area. 2 wonderful organizations are now under one roof here in the Hazleton area. I'm pleased to be standing inside the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton, which now houses the American Cancer Society Cancer Resource Center. And here to tell us all about this wonderful new partnership, to my immediate left is Jolie Wetzler, who is the Marketing and Physicians Relations for the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton. To my immediate right is Desiree Wojtek, and she is Senior Representative of Community Engagement for ACS. And to her right is Laura Sitch, who is the site administrator here at the Cancer Center. Now I'm going to start with you, Jolie. First of all, tell us all about this wonderful new partnership for the Hazleton area.
Well, as we began discussing the idea, we felt that both the organizations felt that there was a great need in the Hazleton community to have a resource available for patients to access the services, the very valuable services and information that the American Cancer Society offers. On a daily basis, we see our patients have hardships, both emotionally and financially, and anything that we can do to orchestrate having those resources immediately available is really important to us.
I think it's wonderful that it's both under the same roof, so that makes it so convenient for the public. Desiree, tell us what the people will find now that ACS has returned to the Hazleton area, so that's really good news.
Yes, we are so excited to be here in Hazleton. We've always been in this community, but to have an office location right here and a resource center, patients will be able to register with the American Cancer Society for vital programs and services such as Road to Recovery, Hope Lodge. They'll be able to find a lot of literature in both English and Spanish, which is very exciting as well. So we're hoping that this will be a one-stop shop for cancer patients.
And if people have any questions or concerns, want to call, there's a number they can call still as well.
Yes, we have our 1-800 number, and we will be helping to link patients to that, but they can always call us at 1-800-227-2345. Or also resources are available on cancer.org.
And the hours that this center will be operating the American Cancer Society inside the treatment center.
Yes, we will be here Mondays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. and also by appointment on other days if necessary.
All right. And this wonderful facility is going to be opened up to the public very shortly. You guys are having an open house. So, Laura, this is wonderful. You're inviting the community to come in and take a look.
That's correct. That open house is on Tuesday, September the 30th. It starts at 5 p.m. and anyone in the community is invited if they'd like to come and see what's going on here. Great resources for everyone in the community.
Very good opportunity for everyone to come in. Jolie, I would like to say thank you to you for allowing us to come into this wonderful facility. This is a great match for people. Has the response been good thus far?
The response has been excellent. There's definitely, obviously, a need for it, and it's been very well received amongst patients and also the folks that work both here at Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton and the American Cancer Society. So we're very excited.
And again, that open house taking place on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Everyone is invited to come out and see it. And don't forget to pick up your copy of the Hazleton Standard Speaker. You can also check out the latest news online at standardspeaker.com or go on to their Facebook page as well. Coming up, Janine has another great wedding tip from Celebrations, and it's Friday. That means Ronnie Marchetti is here with Short Shots.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Snap your your photos here at Sand Springs for your wedding and your wedding day. We're back with Stacy every Friday talking about tips to make your wedding unique, one of a kind. So today we are talking about your photos, getting your video done right here in the beautiful Sand Springs.
Photos on a golf course for your wedding day turn out beautiful. There's so much natural beauty here to really show off in your pictures. But just know that that's not all we have to offer here on the golf course.
Right.
We have different locations, such as 3 different bridges on the course. We have 2 gazebos, and there's a beautiful rock wall here that you can get a lot of great shots for you and your bridal party. There's some of everything here, so no matter what you're looking for, you're not just stuck with the typical green golf course pictures. You have a lot of other options as well.
And also you have this nice area where you have the ceremonies, which we talked about last week. You have the, the beautiful flowers and of course Mother Nature and all the beautiful trees here. The landscaping is just beautiful each time of year. Fall, winter, spring, and summer.
No matter what time of year, this place just thrives with its natural beauty out here. One of the biggest trends lately too is for couples to get into the golf carts and go out on the course, so they often decorate the golf carts and get some pictures that way as well.
That's a really neat idea. Next week, we are hitting social media, right?
Uh-huh.
And what are we going to discuss?
We're going to be talking about using Instagram in order to see even more of those wedding photos.
All right, join us each Friday here on FYI. We're talking about wedding tips here at Sand Springs.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
A nice shot from the Bloomsburg Fair. Beautiful weather today to head out to the fair. And of course, it will be going on through tomorrow. But right now, checking out the forecast if you are heading out to the fair. For the remainder of tonight, clear skies, a low of 54 degrees. Picture perfect for going to the fair. Taking a look at the rest of our extended forecast. For tomorrow, sunshine, a high of 75. Clear tomorrow night, low down to 54. On Sunday, a little warmer even. Sunshine with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 53. As we head back to work on Monday, partly sunny with a high of 71. Mostly cloudy skies on Monday night. Temperatures staying in the 50s, around 51 degrees. And on Tuesday, the clouds roll in with a high temperature hitting 68 degrees, a little cooler, and the overnight low getting down to 49 degrees. And on the community calendar for this evening, it looks like the weather should be picture perfect for a car cruise for tomorrow. Freeland Mayor Ed Appleman will host his 3rd annual car cruise in the borough tomorrow. Registration will be held from 9 to 11 a.m. Trophies awarded. There will also be food vendors, a DJ, a raffle, live music by the Brian Daughtry Band. For more information, you can call Ed at 570-582-3082. Time now to find out if you're a lucky winner in the Pennsylvania Lottery. The daily number 510, the big 4 2475, Quinto 27507, and treasure hunt numbers 5, 8, 15, 22, and 29. Sports is next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Well, let's start things out with high school football week number 5 matchups. The Cougars are still looking for their very first win, hosting the Pittston area Patriots tonight at Harmon Guy Stadium. The Patriots themselves are 1-3, and 3 out of 4 standard speaker football picks have the Cougars winning tonight, so it is anyone's game. North Schuylkill will roll into Mahanoy City tonight, looking to keep their perfect season, but the Golden Bears 3-1 will be doing their best to put a stop to the Spartans. Meanwhile, the Marion Colts, looking to shake off a tough loss last week to North Schuylkill, will be hosting the Blue Mountain Eagles tonight. Marion's quarterback, sophomore Ethan Kaczynski, is the passing yard leader in the area with 504 yards and 7 touchdowns this season, so keep an eye on him if you are going out to the game tonight. The Panthers come to Tamaqua this evening, where the Blue Raiders will try to improve and go above the 500 mark. Shenandoah Valley and Minersville face off, both teams looking for their first win. And on Saturday, 4-0 Crestwood will be hosting the Wyoming Area Warriors, who are 1-3. Other games of interest tonight: Wyoming Valley West goes into Wilkes-Barre to take on Coughlin, Berwick goes to Selinsgrove, and Parkland travels to Whitehall. To the scoreboard we go tonight, and we'll start with girls volleyball action. Hazelton area blanked Pittston area 3-0 as Maggie Bono got 7 digs and 6 aces. Tamaqua area got trounced by Lehighton 3-0 as Alexis Baddock tailed 7 kills and 2 blocks for the Lady Raiders. Switching gears to field hockey, the Lady Cougars were bested in a 4-2 affair by Wyoming Valley West last night, falling to an 8-5 overall, 5-2 in the Wyoming Valley Conference record. Margaret Fulton did her best in the net for the Lady Cougars, blocking 17 shots. On the tennis courts, the Coughlin Crusaders cruised by the Crestwood Comets 4-1. The Comets' Zoya Rahman and Bethany Jones won their doubles match for the lone Comet win. In boys soccer, Myers demolished the MMI Preppers 7-1 despite the first goal of the game shot by James Gabriel of MMI. There will be a rematch Tuesday when MMI travels to Myers. And in the Schuylkill County League, Jim Thorpe rolled over North Schuylkill in a 6-1 game. Scott Grigas scored the lone goal for the Spartans. Switching over to the girls' side, Hazelton area was blanked by Berwick 3-0, despite Haley Wilkinson's 12 saves for the Cougars. And finally, Lourdes Regional completely rolled over Weatherly area by a score of 10-0. And that is a look at sports for this Friday night. Time now for Short Shots with the one and only Ron Marchetti.
September 26th, the last Friday of the month, game night, home game. Hi, everybody. 1-3 Pittston area is in town, and Blue Mountain is at Marion. Will the Cougars win their first game tonight? I think so, but they will have to do it with a couple of key players on the shelf. Let's review. Last Friday night in Williamsport, the Cougars held their first lead at half, 14-6, but they could not hold it, losing to the Millionaires 26-14. Marion also lost their first game of the season to a very good North Schuylkill team on the road, 47-26. The Cougars are 0-4 and the Colts 3-1 as we enter week 5. Other local scores of interest: Crestwood pulverized Pittston. Hazelton's opponent tonight, Tamaqua 8, Schuylkill Haven in OT 26-23, and Montana area nipped Minersville 21-20. On Saturday, Penn State massacred Massachusetts 48-7 to be 4-0, and 3-0 Notre Dame was idle. Number 1 Florida State escaped Clemson with a 23-17 OT victory in Tallahassee. On Sunday, the Eagles rallied to beat the Redskins 37-34, despite Washington's backup quarterback Kirk Cousins' 427-yard passing effort and 3 touchdowns. The Philadelphia Eagles, Cincinnati Bengals, and Arizona Cardinals are 3-0 in the NFL. And last night, mother of God, the Redskins got murdered 45-14. Disgusting. What else? Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers and Adam Wainwright of the Cardinals became 20-game winners. Also last night, Derek Jeter said goodbye to home fans at Yankee Stadium, his final home game. He got the game-winning hit. What a way to end a storybook ending. Jeter will play his last 3 games in Boston tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. After a 20-year career, I never even seen a guy get ejected, chew tobacco, chew gum, or even spit in those 20 years. No Yankee will ever wear number 2 after Sunday. The baseball playoffs are set. Los Angeles is a good place to be these days with the Angels and the Dodgers, both division champs. Also the Washington Nationals, St. Louis Cardinals, Baltimore Orioles, and Detroit Tigers all won division crowns. The wild card still alive for at least 1 game. Pittsburgh Pirates, San Francisco Giants, Kansas City Royals, and the Oakland A's. Penn State hosts Northwestern tomorrow at noon, and Notre Dame is at Syracuse 8 p.m. The Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, and Phillies are out. And so am I until Monday. Till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, St. Peter and Paul Lutheran Church, located at 8th and Alter Streets in Hazelton, will be holding a Tricky Tray fundraiser Tuesday, September 30th. Doors open at 6, drawing starts at 7. This event is sponsored by the Greater Beneficial Union. And one more announcement, the Seimer Kramer Cancer Institute will be holding an American Red Cross blood drive Tuesday, September 30th from 1 to 6 p.m. Light fare for all donors will be available, compliments of the Sweet Barista Cafe. Walk-ins are welcome, but to schedule an appointment, please call 570-277-6218. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Ronald Beam of Freeland, the McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Helen Irene Bergeron, formerly of Hazleton, services will be held privately and under the direction of the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. David K. Friendy of McAdoo, funeral is Monday at noon at the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Monday from 10 a.m. to noon. Florence L. Heinzelman of Drums, funeral is Monday at 10 a.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. And Oscar E. Steckert of Hazleton. Private services will be held at the convenience of the family from the Rosenstock Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Frank Cora of Drums. Frank, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104. It's time for Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. 2 new releases this weekend. First, The Equalizer, rated R. Denzel Washington plays McCall, a man who believes he has put his mysterious past behind him. But when McCall meets Terry, a young girl under the control of Russian gangsters, he can't stand idly by. And also The Box Trolls, rated PG, a family event movie from the creators of Carolyn and Paranorman that introduces audiences to a new breed of family, the Box Trolls, a community of quirky, mischievous creatures. Still playing Guardians of the Galaxy, The Drop, No Good Deed, The Maze Runner, Dolphin Tale 2, A Walk Among the Tombstones, and This Is Where I Leave You. For all the showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 570-450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 570-450-7340.
And don't forget to join us for FYI Weekend. This weekend we will talk with a Navy SEAL who was involved in one of the last rescue missions into Vietnam, a very special story. Until then, everybody, have a great night. We'll see you on FYI Weekend.